This is MC Tone from the 757 Spin Number, the truth. Back to you on another video, and today's my analysis part two. And it was a good weekend for football, man. The Raiders game and the Saints game was definitely a great game. The Eagles, man, Carson Wentz, it's just like it's not even that the offensive line is bad, so he is getting hit a lot, but he's just throwing some bad interceptions when he has time. The one the one to get it in the end zone, it was really bad. It was a very tail to try to split it between two defenders, just a bad play. And he was inaccurate with another pass, and I'm just wondering what's happening between that relationship with a Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz, and what happened when he ever since Nick Foles took over that quarterback position. It's just like something in his psyche is just not there. His playmaking decision isn't there. But this is the Carson Wentz who started slow last season and picked it up during the second half of the season. So I can't doubt him right now. But Carson Wentz is playing terrible. Jared Goff had a great game, 3 touchdown passes. Tyler Higbee had a big game. Von Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, and Robert Woods did their thing. Darrell Henderson had a strong game in the running game. He looked like he's trying to take over that number one back position now that Cam Akers is probably going to be ruled out, and Malcolm Brown. So it's definitely good that the Rams have a running game, and it's by committee, and then hopefully they keep on progressing in the run game. Havenstein got hurt, and that's a little disappointing for an offensive line who's still not as deep. So we're going to see what happens at that position. We got the Broncos, the Broncos 21, Steelers 24-26. And like I said, I was wrong about the Steelers, man. Drew Lock, Cortland Sutherland is going to be out for the whole season. Drew Lock, he's going to be out for a couple of weeks with a bad sprained ankle. So it's going to be interesting with this Broncos team. Drake Driscoll, he actually did okay. He almost led a fourth quarter comeback, but it fell a little short. Ben Roethlisberger, 2 touchdown passes, over 300 yards, a pick. But the Denver Broncos defense is still pretty good under Vic Fangio. James Conner, he ran for over 100 yards. He ran the ball good, and that's what the Steelers are. They need that running game. 16 carries he had for over 100 yards, like I was saying. Benny Snell Jr. chipped in with a little bit of something, over 100 yards, and that's what they are. They play to their defense. They run the ball good, and they got Juju Smith-Schuster, Chase Claypool, and Deontay Johnson, who did come big in this game, had a touchdown pass. And like I said, and they got Eric Ebron. So they all had good days, solid games. And this Steelers team, like I said, the defense had two takeaways and 8 sacks. So like I said, the Steelers defense has been the best since under Mike Tomlin, and the Steelers team is looking like they're in the AFC. They don't forget about they're in the AFC North, and trust me, they're trying to go on this revenge tour that they are not out. So the Raiders versus Saints, man. That Khalil Mack trade is starting to look like it benefited the Raiders overall. And we all laughed. It's like, how can you get away a Khalil Mack and then this and that? Now, John Gruden and Mike Mayock look like they've been right, man. And the Raiders, they're on the come up now. They're in the playoff mode. They're trying to get to the playoffs. Their first year in the stadium, and the Death Star definitely like it with the fans. It could have been way worse for the Saints. And Drew Brees, we know losing Michael Thomas was pretty big. And he had a quote. He said he's not trying to rack up yards. He's just trying to stir the ship. And that's what he is right now. He's a game manager. He can still make plays, but he's not in that stage of his career where he can take over games with his arms anymore. I don't think Drew Brees' arm is like that. It started regressing last season towards the end, and he missed 6 games. So what is it looking like this year? I know he threw for 311, but that was kind of garbage time stats. It's just wondering what's going to happen to the Saints team that's a little banged up right now, and they're hurting right now. So we're going to see. Share your thoughts, comment, subscribe if you like the video. I think this was a great weekend for football with solid games. We'll see what happens next week. It was a lot of injuries too, also to Christian McCaffrey, and Saquon Barkley is going to be out for the season. Christian McCaffrey is going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks, so it's going to be tough for a couple of teams who sustain a couple of injuries, and Nick Bosa, who feared to tear his ACL. So, subscribe if you like the video. Tune out. Thank you.